Calgary-Midnapore.
Mr. Speaker, yesterday this government had their opportunity to show their support to the tens of thousands of airline workers who have lost their jobs by supporting our Opposition Day motion. But instead, they decided to vote against it and turn their backs on the tens of thousands of workers. Mr. Speaker, we've been in this pandemic for a year now. When will we see a plan for the airline sector from this government?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we will never turn our back on the aviation sector and its workers. As a member of Parliament from Mississauga, many workers of the aviation sector live in my riding, and I have been speaking with them, and I understand the level of anxiety and concerns they have. That's why, from the beginning, our government rolled out broad-based support for many workers, Mr. Speaker. However, let me just say that we recognize there's further support that is needed, and we are currently in discussions with the airline sector. But let me just say this, Mr. Speaker. Canadians understand the political games the Conservatives are playing. We will stand by aviation workers.
The honourable member for Calgary-Midnapore.
Well, Mr. Speaker, no food on the table to Canadians is not a game. Tens of thousands of airline workers are still without jobs, and Mr. Speaker, there is no end in sight. These workers are struggling to put food on the tables, yet this government has chosen to leave them behind. So I have a question for the minister. What would he like to say to all of these struggling workers who are struggling to pay their bills and put food on their table?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I say to workers of the aviation sector and all Canadian workers, we've got your back. Our government, our Prime Minister has been there from day one, and we will continue to be there for them, Mr. Speaker. I recognize more work is needed, and we are in the middle of a serious discussion with the airline sector about providing support. Discussions are ongoing. As you can imagine, there are multi-layers to these conversations. I hope to see them come to an end very soon.